Good afternoon, everyone. Today is September 19th, 2018. My name is Jessica Barrow.
And I'm Easton Joy.
Welcome to the Autry Ag Report with your latest agriculture industry updates. Today, we will be talking about summer rain scarcity, Hurricane Florence, and the Farm Bill.
In local news, from the Flash today, William R. Hardin, or Bud, was arrested and charged with the first-degree felony in Bosque County on September 6, 2018. Resulting from an investigation led by the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, Hardin is accused of misappropriating ranch assets and equipment valued at $300,000 throughout his 4 years of employment as a ranch manager. He was released from jail on a $25,000 bond, with the investigation still ongoing.
In state news, we go to Mark Newmick for his report on the rain-scarce summer and what it meant for Texas cattle and crop production.
Rain is what makes us or breaks us in the agriculture business. It decides our yields on our crop, health of our herds, and available grazing, as well as our overall essential resource of water availability. This summer's rainfall amount across most of the state of Texas was among the lowest on record. According to the Texas A&M AgriLife Center in Overton, Texas, throughout the month of May to August, it only rained 6 inches.
This being a third of what it rained in the 4 months on average each year from 2015 to 2017. In the cattle business, applicable grazing was few and far between, forcing many ranchers to begin feeding early.
With the low rainfall totals, the hay crop was noticeably low, spiking the value of hay, which ranchers were faced with the choice of either investing into more feed or taking other routes.
Corn production on non-irrigated land took a major hit, yielding in some central Texas regions to only making half the yield they made last year. Irrigated crops also suffered. With limited rain, it caused major water restrictions as well as modern water applied to the crops. According to Texas corn producers, 65 to 70% of the state's corn production is from irrigated land, while just 40% of total corn acreage planted is on irrigated land.
With the recent rains we received earlier this month, this will hopefully make our pastures suffice for more grazing and maybe even getting another hay crop off of our hay fields. And this will also benefit the moisture contents in our bare fields headed into the winter and fall months.
In other state news, from the Texas Department of Agriculture, on June 12, 2018, the Texas Department of Agriculture announces the new Hay Hotline website to assist farmers and ranchers in need of hay by providing an online marketplace for hay buyers and sellers, and can even help locate grazing land for lease. The new website includes a map of Texas to pinpoint search results, making it easier to identify locations for people in the industry or even emergency responders. Commissioner Sid Miller said this is a great tool for Texas farmers and ranchers to use, and it's free.
Now we turn to Tyler Schuster for a man on the street.
With me today, I have Cameron Bates, and we're just going to see how he felt about the re-innovated Hay Hotline website.
I also think it's a great tool for farmers and ranchers in Texas, like if they need hay, that they're able to go on there and, be able to use that resource to help them.
Great, thank you.
In national news, on Friday, September 14th, Hurricane Florence made landfall in North Carolina. The ag industry suffered the major loss of crops and livestock. It is being reported by CNBC over 3 million birds, including chickens and turkeys, and over 5,000 hogs have died in the storm. Power outages and flooded roadways have also made it hard for farmers and ranchers to tend to livestock and crops. The agriculturists in North Carolina need help now more than ever. Their way of living and feeding their family has been destroyed, and now they will have to find a way to compensate for all that was lost.
In current agricultural issues, from the Texas Farm Bureau on September 30th, deadline approaches. The American Farm Bureau Federation is hopeful that Congress will enact the 2018 Farm Bill. This year's Farm Bill includes important tools for farmers to remain stable throughout tough economic times. Without these tools, such as crop insurance, some farmers and ranchers will fall below profit margins. Some of the key updates in this version of the bill are reform of government food assistance programs, addressing mental health in farming, and modifications to the farm subsidy policies. The most notable changes in this year's Farm Bill is the reform of SNAP, most commonly known as food stamps. SNAP is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Programs and accounts for more than 80% of spending allocated in the 2014 Farm Bill, the last version of the bill that was passed.
Currently, SNAP is used by more than 40 million Americans, but the newest revisions will make the requirements to qualify for SNAP stricter. The new requirement is adults between the ages of 18 and 59 must work part-time or enroll in 20 hours a week of workforce training, with exceptions given for the elderly, individuals with disabilities, caregivers of children under the age of 6, and pregnant mothers. This would affect an estimated 5 to 7 million people. To support the new requirements, the bill would allow around $1 billion each year for states to develop work training programs that would be free for participants. According to the Washington Post, these new requirements will cut SNAP participation by as many as 1 million people over the next 10 years.
These changes are also looking to address the mental and emotional strains of farming by improving and enhancing resources specifically for farmers' mental health to give states the necessary resources to help farmers and ranchers. The bill would also enable some farm owners to once again be eligible for farm subsidies. The bill would remove the income limit for certain businesses.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Facebook. You can follow Texan News Service on Twitter and check out our website at texannews.net for more of the latest stories. This newscast was produced by Jessica Barrow, Shelby Clayton, Siler Frost, Nicolette Howe, Emily Jackson, Easton J, Mark Nimick, and Tyler Schuster. Have a wonderful day, everyone.